So you have $5,000. Let's say you're 16, 18, or 20, or 30 years old, and you have $5,000 that you want to get into the watch flipping business. Always go with Rolex. But the watch dealing is a hustle for sure. A lot of people think that we're just like sitting our asses on the couch, sipping on martinis, maybe smoking cigars, which is true, but we're also hustling out with watchmakers. If you're buying and selling Rolex, you're gonna be safe. If you lose, you may lose a couple $100. I guarantee you there's gonna be a dozen buyers there that are gonna want to buy your Rolex. Always go with a Datejust 1601 that you can have it in stainless steel with a white gold bezel, or you can have it in two-tone with a 14 karat gold. Those are the safest bets for flipping watches. If you buy a Datejust 1601 for like $3,100, $3,200, $33, you still have a little bit of meat left in the bone, probably to sell for maybe $37, $38, maybe retail for $41, $42. Also, once you get a little bit more accustomed into selling these watches, then I would jump a little bit into Submariners when you have maybe like a $7,000 budget, but I would always try to keep it with smaller pieces. Let's say $5,000, $6,000, you can buy maybe two 1601s. Now you have two Rolexes, two possibilities, two possible sales, right? Now if you have a Submariner, you only have one sale, one possible sale. So once you build up your capital and you put more money into the business, then you can go with Submariners or Explorers or Milgauss. That's how I started. That's how I incremented my sales. Then when I felt a little bit more comfortable, I went with day dates because everybody wants a day date. Everybody wants a presidential. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys, what's selling, what's not selling, right? In general, white gold pieces, modern white gold pieces are not selling all that well. I'm talking about Daytonas, I'm talking about day dates, Submariners, you know? When somebody spends $40,000 on a watch that is a gold watch, they want to let everybody know that it's gold. So they want it yellow gold, right? They want to spend $40,000 to show someone a white gold watch that looks like stainless steel, right? Even worse, a platinum watch that it's a lot more expensive than yellow gold or white gold, and it looked like stainless steel, right? A lot of people like to flex. I think that's a big reason why the yellow gold day dates, yellow gold Daytonas are just performing way better in the market than the white gold ones. So definitely try to stay safe by doing Rolex and having, with your capital, try to get as much as you can. I don't mean as much as you can, a better watch, just more watch. Because if you sell a watch that is not running well, it might go back to you. You might have to eat a label, which is a shipping label. It's not cheap when it's fully insured, right? Obviously, watchmaker, back and forth, it costs money. You might have to lose money. The thing is getting a reputable wholesaler that is going to give you a good deal where he knows that he's still leaving you a little bit of money, a little bit of meat on the bone for you to make money, right? And us as wholesalers, we want to leave that margin left. Why? Because instead of me eating the whole margin and selling it higher to somebody else, I want to sell you as another dealer because you're not only going to buy this one watch from me, right? And then if you keep making money, you're going to keep coming back to me. You're just going to buy from me every week. Every week, you're going to buy from me. And that just makes it into a long-lasting business relationship where now I'm possibly making $500 or $2,000 or maybe even $10,000 off from you because you're buying from me every single week. But the main thing is really keeping your other dealer clients happy because they're the guys who are always going to put the food on your table. And if they're happy, you're going to be happy. The dealer who's selling you, he's going to be happy, right? And it's just a whole cycle. Everybody has to eat in this business, and that's how we survive.